Good morning, what a glorious day it is. March the 18th, 2026. We're looking at about 7:34 in the AM. Okay, let's have a go. Yeah, somebody mentioned yesterday that I didn't finish the connections, so I do apologise about that. I forgot. Anyway, spell, yell, raincoat, wah, curse, stretch, whammy, wince, black, patch, hop, period, reverb, reality, delay. No idea. So no, delay and whammy are to do with guitars. Reverb is to do with guitar. Nothing else really. A wah-wah pedal. That's to do with guitar as well. I was right. Yay! Spell. We've got a spell. We've got a stretch to do with time. A period. Patch, maybe? Please work? Yes. Wince, blank, curse, hop, yell, coat, reality. So we've got a reality check, we've got a rain check, coat check, hop check, yell check, curse check, blank check, maybe. Holy wow. So wince, curse, hop, yell. Wince, curse, hop, yell. I don't know. Hip hop, hip yell. Wince. I have no idea. Let's find out what it is. Curse. Hang on. Back to puzzle. React to stub toe. Yeah. All right. That works. Right. Let's go to Wordle. See what we have here. Okay. Nobody's given me a third word that I can use. So go ahead and do that if you don't mind. It'll give me all the letters that I need, all the common letters. A and a Y. Ooh, okay, so what else do we have? Oh, A and a Y in the right places. That's crazy. No more vowels unless A is repeated. So what do we have here? What do we have here? SP. Got an L, SP, L. I'm going to do splat just to get. I know T. No, I can't do that because I've got T already. I'll do splat anyway. Just to look for more letters. And that was actually very clever. Okay, A. Okay, A. Okay, it's going to end LY, right? So let's use a bit of common sense. So I've got A, something. Hang on, there's an X meant to be. A something. It's going to end in LY, so PLY. Now it can't be apply because the P's not going to be there. So what else is there? Amply? Is that a word? It is, and that's the word. Wow, that was rather quick. My brain is working today. Right, what do we have? A school subject, no idea. Pod vegetable, would it be a P? I can't spell. It's my keyboard actually. It's a little out of where I should be. Poison remedy, antidote. Oh, antidote. Hang on. Antidote. What? An antidote? No, antidote. Antidote. To each his own. School groups, PTAs. Ocean liner would be a ship. Experts would be pros. Slobber. Drool. Get go. No idea. Dow Jones Index. Regret, that'd be rue. Bureau, dresser, right? Get-go, outset, I think. Voter, or I don't know why I found that difficult. Corrosion layer, I don't know. Tarnishment or something. Puma, that'd be a cat. Subways, mass transit. Wise about, don't know. Tarnish, is it? Huh. Do with this, I don't know. Skin decoration, tattoo. I'm thinking of getting a tattoo. I had the dream, I keep having this dream where I get a tattoo of angel wings on my back, like across my shoulder blades. Din. I don't know why though. Wise about, onto... I don't have any tattoos. That's something my sister does. Maui. That's a L-E-I, right? Okay. Volcanic emission would be lava. Actor Eric Idle. Skin irritation. Don't know. Sore. Ache. Ache? Oh, achy then. Hey, whatever. Okay, there we go. Immoral habit, vice. What do we have here? Joint affliction. Arthritis. I can't even spell it. Arthritis. Arthritis. It's an H, you silly person. Arthritis. Din, noise. Noise. Lawn material, sod. Doodly-doo, some countries, that's an insult, you know, if you call somebody a stupid sod. CBS, that'd be ABC, I guess. And then fruit beverages would be AIDS. Twisted, bent. Divine, don't know. Property documents would be deeds. Join the army, enlist. Sound systems, stereo. Stereophonic sound. Small rivers would be streams. Divine, celestial, executive's car would be a limo. Wrought iron at Argus. Messy place, don't know. Purple would be a sty then. Messy place would be a sty. War of the Worlds. Turtle. I know. Pig would be a hog. Compass direction. That'll be east, something east, so that's going to end in E. Which means that this one is Bart Simpson's mom is Marge. Jungle sound. Meow. There's a cat in the jungle. Raw, probably. Breaded grains. Bread grains would be oats, really? Nope. I thought... Okay, let's try raw for this. It is right. Oh, hang on, there's an R. That'd be rise. I didn't know. Okay, whatever. Top hats would be aces. And then what do you have? Tortoises. Tortoises. So tortoises have feet and they walk on the land. Turtles have flippers and they swim in the sea. And it's always been like that, and it gets me when people in an authoritative, slippery will be icy, in an authoritative way say, "Oh no, tortoises are turtles." It's like, nah. Visualize will be C. It really grinds my gears. Snaky letter will be S. Compass direction. Okay, so we'll get this one. Cowboy bar saloon. So that's N. And that's L. Boom, we're done. There we go. Right. A lot of you, not a lot of you, but a couple of you have said that they prefer me to play on chessgot.com as opposed to Cool Math Games because it's a real person and you get to see what country they're from. So that's what I'm going to do now. So Brian, where are you from, Brian? You're from Netherlands. Right, let's see what happens here. Okay. And a lot of you have actually been saying you don't mind when I play chess without, or play the games rather, without backing music. In fact, some of you prefer it, so I'll go with that. So what am I doing? I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of lost at the moment. Well, what I could do is do this to bait the knight. So what time is it in the Netherlands? It's about 5 hours, isn't it? So 8, 9, 10. Oh, bollocks. I can't take that, can I? But what I can do is I can do this. Why did I bring my queen out so early? I don't know. About 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I think, over there. So what's going on here? What they're thinking? Oh no, they can steal the pawn with the knight because it's not covered. Mother freak! Absolute twat waffle. They were looking at it thinking like, why is he doing something so stupid? And now what you can do is you can steal this pawn which threatens my castle and my king. I'm done. I'm finished. I'm done. I'm done. What a stupid. Go ahead and do it. There you go. And then he can steal my queen. Mother freak. You freaking freak. Yeah. Whatevs. I'm done. Oh, I'm going to check. I'm checking again. Oh, you believe it? I could bring that out. What a stupid. Well, there you go. That was a good game. But it's an experience. I know that sounds like I'm moaning, but that's just because I did stupid moves. But it's interesting. See how long I can survive, and see how I can flip it if I can, which I can't. I mean, I'll try. Okay, because what have I lost? I've lost my queen. And that's it, really, isn't it? What else to lose? Nothing, just my queen. So that's not that much. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pawns. And what have they lost? They've lost a knight. So yeah, it's not it's not traumatic. Now, okay, so now what do I do? Can I still castle? Yes, I can. So let's go ahead and get some stuff out so I can castle. Oh, I can't castle, can I? I don't remember if I moved my king or not. Let's have a look at this, if this tells me. If I move the king. That's a queen. Queen, no, my white. Okay, yes, I did move the king, so I can't castle. Okay, so come on, concentrate. Well, the first thing I need to do is I want to unlock my knight. The only way I can unlock my knight is to move the king. Now, I can't castle. I was thinking maybe trading off my white bishop and moving my castle pawn at 1, bring my bishop up there, but then it's also covered by the knight, so that's not good to help. And also that'd be a wasted move because the king's on white at the moment, and having both bishops is actually pretty strong. But I want to bring my knight out, but if I bring my knight out to A3, it's covered by the pawn, but it's also threatened by the bishop. But then what can I do with it? Because what I wanted to do is be able to get my castle out or something, I don't remember. But if I do that, they'd be safe, right? Okay, there we go. So you're going to be moving down to there. So I'm going to cover that with the pawn. Now, it'd be nice to get rid of the pawn that he has on E4, because it does have a domineering position where it is, but it's covered by the knight. So whatever I take it with will be removed. So I either have to, but also I've got that covered by my knight as well. But I've got no pawn, so whatever I'm going to take that with is a major piece. Unless I can do something like move my pawns up from the queen side, and the knight pawn and the castle pawn up to threaten the knight, which means the knight has to move. But if I do that, I'm getting rid of any kind of protection if I decide to move my king to the right. Oh, you've just moved that pawn forward, so you're going to move it forward once more. Hoping that I'll take it, but it doesn't matter. Okay. So what I need, bollocks, I see what you're doing. So you're going to move the pawn forward 1. If I take the pawn, then you can move the bishop in, putting me in check. Right now, if I can get this square covered, how do I get the square covered? But how do I get that square covered? Okay, if I move my bishop here, you move the pawn forward, but then my castle's miffed. So what I'll do is I'll do this. That covers my castle. So if you move the pawn forward and I take it, okay, then you, hang on. Okay, there we go. So that means you take the pawn, I take it with my pawn, that's covering myself still. You come down with the bishop, I can take it. You take the castle, I take it with the bishop. So that's all good and happy. Now what do I do? I've got to bring my knights out. That's really all I can do. And I've got my castles as well. I'm going to go ahead and move this knight out because thuswise I can help get my castles out here. Okay, there we go. So then I take the pawn. Castle's covered with the bishop. And then even if you bring in the white bishop, I can take it with the pawn that's covered with a knight. What else can I do? Yeah, okay. You still haven't moved your queen. There we go. So now what you're doing? Because then what you're going to do is you're going to move your pawn. the pawn on c7, you're going to move that up to take that pawn. Otherwise, you can come out. So I've got to cover. Hang on. I've got to cover this square. Now I could do I don't want to do a castle trade-off. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll move my castle over here to get that out of the way. So that's no longer threatened by your castle, which means then I can bring my black bishop out again. Okay, I've got to get that knight taken care of. So, okay, now, oh, you steal my bishop. What can I take? Or what can I move? Where can I move? Damn. I'm not losing my bishop. Now, I can move it here, which is protecting this square if you bring the pawn down. Now, if you take my knight, I can take it with my king, but by taking my knight, I am... Talk to me. My pawn's unprotected, which brings them down to me the castle over there. So let's have a look what's going on. See what happens next. Okay, now what's he doing? He's going to bring out the black bishop to attack my castle. It's going over here. Which means what I can do is hang on. But then you're going to bring that to put me into check. So I've got to move, hang on. Come on. So what I'm going to do, what's happening? He's going to bring the black bishop here to threaten my castle? I have to get rid of this guy. How do I do that? I can move my castle here because it's covered by the bishop, so it's going to be a trade-off. There's nothing you can do about it. Okay, if you move the castle to the right, bishop to the right, king. And if you move it, okay, there you go. Now you're covering it by the queen. So I need to cover that square. Well, I can put this, hang on. So we do that. Okay, so if I do... Bollocks. Insane, isn't it? Got to get rid of this. This pawn is really annoying me. Hang on, so if I do this... Okay. So what are you going to do now? Okay, there we go. So then I take that. And then you put me in check with the queen. And then, oh, I lost my castle. No, I don't. I haven't lost my castle because it's covered by the knight. Which means you're going to move up one to put me in check with the queen again. There we go. And then I can go up here. Okay, now you put... Wow, this is crazy, isn't it? Okay, so there's nothing... I've lost my knight then, haven't I? Yeah, I've lost my knight. And I've lost my bishop. Okay, so I can't... Okay, I can't go in this channel because... Okay, so... There's nothing else I can do, is there? If I go here, you've taken my knight. And then you put me in check again. Oh, you're really thrashing me now, but at least I've got that pawn moved. There's nothing else I could have done. Do something stupid, take my pawn, I dare you. Yep, why did you do that? That was stupid. He could have taken my knight. So I take the pawn. Okay. That's not an issue. Hang on, what am I doing here? Come on. And then I can move my knight, my king here, which covers my bishop and my knight. And my pawn. There we go. Ah! I'm done. I'm done. Okay, then there you go. Then you take my bishop. And then I cover that. No, I can't even do that, can I? Move my king forward. Yeah, I'm done. I'm done. And then you take my knight. Or you move the pawn forward. Like if you can't move it too forward, can you? Okay, take my knight. You didn't take my knight. Okay. So what do I do now? I don't know. Cover that thing. I'm done for. I'm lost. Nothing I can do. I'll do that. Hang on, I can't. Hang on. I'm in check again. I'm in check again now. Okay, protecting my knight. Move this pawn forward one. No, you didn't do that. Ah, shoot. Okay, then you take my knight. Take my pawn. Oh, yep, really. Hang on, you could pull the queen up to here and put me in check. This is a really good game. I made a couple of really bad mistakes, but that's what games are about. It's nature stuff, isn't it? It's learning experience. There you go. Beautiful. Thank you so much. Here we go. So nice game from somebody from the Netherlands. Just to make sure that I've finished everything, because again, so I did this one in 4 because of yesterday when I forgot to finish connections. Nice work, finish that one. Crossword, finish that one, and chess on that one. Okay, well, thank you so much. Well, it's a Wednesday today, so it's hump day. So hopefully this is the beginning of a fantastic upcoming weekend. If you participated in the American tradition of St. Patrick's Day yesterday, and you're not feeling very well, something I found out by accident is, I forgot what they call it now, Pedialyte. Pedialyte is actually very, very good for a hangover if you have one, because it fills all your needs for electrolytes, and it's what the plants crave, as they say. But I don't know if you know the singer Meatloaf from the band by the same name. He actually brought me onto that. I read a review, and it was like, he says, yeah, I used to drink quite a lot, and I found Pedialyte actually is a very good cure. And one time I was waiting tables, and after work we had a bit of a party, and the next day I had to open. I wasn't feeling too good, and so on the way I bought some Pedialyte just to try it out. It tastes disgusting, because basically salt, sugar and water. But yeah, it works. It cuts the edge off. It's really, really cool. So if you need a little bit of a, hand getting back into reality after yesterday's debauchery, then try Pedialyte. I hope that's helpful. Have a great day and look at the sky more often.